gross negligence manslaughter, misconduct in a public office, perjury, perverting the course of justice. The charges facing police who failed at Hillisborough and the police who covered it up. The past may finally be catching up with them. But it's recent history that did for South Yorkshire's now suspended Chief Constable. When police blamed Liverpool fans in 1989, they got away with it. These lies, though, were thoroughly debunked in 2012 by the Hillisborough Independent Panel. And yet, South Yorkshire's lawyers still reheated the myth at the Hillisborough inquests. This time, there were consequences.
I've been left with no choice other than to suspend David from his duties as Chief Constable.
Ultimately, he failed to see the offence that was caused.
There is clearly a difference of perception as between the Chief Constable and the families as to what happened in the inquests with regard to some of those questions.
Does the Chief Constable accept that he is the cause of that problem of perception?
Well, we had a very brief conversation. I mean, all I could do was to say to the Chief Constable that I was suspending him because I was getting increasingly anxious about the way in which, as I saw it, public trust and confidence was beginning to drain away today.
As police lawyers smeared the dead and those who survived. Beyond cruel.
Earlier in the Commons, the force's high command then and now took a pasting.
I don't blame the ordinary police officers, the men and women who did their very best on that day and who today are out there keeping our streets safe. But I do blame their leadership and culture, which seems rotten to the core.
The slurs have their origins in remarks like this from Paul Middup of the Police Federation.
That if police officers had been in there, when this mob surged through, the police officers would have been trampled to death underneath it. And the vast majority of that lot had been drinking.
Today, Mr. Middup, now proved so wrong, declined the opportunity to take that back.
Hello?
Oh, hello, is that Paul Middup?
Yes?
Hi, it's Kieran here from Channel 4 News.
I'm not making any comment whatsoever on Hillisborough.
Why is that?
Because I don't want to.
So why did the force's lawyers reach for that same old argument? Why did they ask witnesses about fans spitting at a policeman? About fans' alcohol consumption? And if Gate C had been pushed open by Liverpool supporters themselves? Claire Harrison sat through all that under instructions, like all the families, to show no emotion, thinking of her father and uncle who died.
Disgusting, the lies they told, and the magnitude of them. I honestly think that I used to think about, how do you sleep at night? How do you go to bed and sleep with not knowing what you've done and not being on your conscience? Because I know I couldn't.
Accountability is coming 27 years too late, but tonight marks a first in the history of Hillisborough. It may finally have cost a senior police figure their job. Kieran Jenkins, Channel 4 News, Sheffield.